when you change the way you look at things. Wait for it. What's up, Secoya Nation? Dr. Schilling. Tonight's Daily Insights. If you're not familiar with the quote by Wayne Dyer, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Stay tuned till the end, and I'm giving you an idea of how you can approach this and make it applicable in your life, because that's why we're doing these. That's why we're here. So if you have never stopped to say, how is it that I'm approaching things? How is it that I'm showing up in how I'm viewing another person's intent, another person's actions, an event that happened to me, something along those lines? Then if you are able to, if not in the moment, after the moment, to stop and say, how can I change the way I look at this thing in order to change the way the outcome is for me, or what meaning it has in my life? For example, if someone says something to you and you immediately become offended or feel offended, then your opportunity is to say, what lesson am I finding in this statement from this person? What lesson am I finding from this interaction that I can take from this and grow from it? Because as long as you're willing to say, no matter what interaction it is, it's an opportunity, not a threat, then you're always going to gain something from that interaction. So when you change the way you look at the people in your life, the opportunities at work, the people that cut you off on the road, the health challenge you're having, the body transformation challenge you're having, whatever it is for you, it can be easily transformed into something that's going to propel you forward than something that's going to hold you back. Because this is like every time something happens to me, or I should say happens for me, I say, well, how can I make this into something that's positive? How can I take a lesson from this? How can I grow from this? How can I learn how to communicate differently? How can I change the way I act, or the way I think, or the way I feel about something? So Wayne Dyer, passed away in 2015, but super wise man. I mean, wrote tons of books, PBS specials, the whole 9 years. Definitely one of the people that I would consider a mentor of mine, even though I never met the man. So for you, figure out how can you change the way you look at things so that you can see the things that are happening for you in a different light. Even if we take it to the example of neurofeedback, which we do before QNRT, they were doing experiments. They were trying to, the researchers saying, why can't I get my brain to react this way? And as soon as they took their focus off of it, the brain changed. So how they were trying to force it is an insight in terms of how we can approach our lives and say, how am I trying to force something? Like, where am I pushing a square peg in a round hole? Where am I trying to make something happen that's not happening? That there's a lesson there. Okay? So leaving you with one last idea, like when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So take a step back, see things differently, and then approach them differently, and your life will change in front of your eyes. All right? We'll see you tomorrow for the Daily Insights and the Push-Up Challenge. All right, guys. See you. Bye.